Alright everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to talk about the Apple iPhone 12 Pro and 12 Pro Max. Now, I'm going to look at this at a completely objective perspective because that's who I am. I am very objective. Now, I personally don't own iPhones. I don't really use iPhone myself simply because they don't really offer things that are, things I personally need. But I'll still look at it and give you more technical insights for those who might actually want to buy this. And yeah, let's go and see. We got 4 finishes. Silver, graphite, gold, Pacific blue. Now, this is something I really like about the iPhones in general. Since the iPhone 11, the build quality is really, really sturdy. Like, woo. In terms of, you could probably kill someone with that thing, like a brick. That's something I really like about it. The whole steel, the steel design, and obviously it doesn't protect the glass particularly well because what breaks the glass isn't really, bending or anything. What breaks the glass is just shock, like impact shock. For instance, it's basically the same like if you have really loud music, you can break glass with that, and it's basically the same here. If you drop it, it doesn't make it more, it doesn't make it like literally unbreakable because the case is like stable as fuck, but you won't, be able to bend it in your trousers or anything, in your pants. So I like that a lot. I really do. Capacity, yeah, it's fine. Probably not expandable storage, but I kind of get it if they use, as far as I know, they use M.2, which is, fuck yeah, I love it. It's so overkill. I love it. I mean, the Android equivalent uses like UFS 3.1, which is, standard SSD speeds, which is more than enough, honestly. But I just like the idea of having an M.2 SSD in my phone. That's fucking great. So I assume they also have M.2 SSD in this one too. So yay. Size and weight. Yeah, I don't really care much about size and weight of a phone. Here you got the sizes in case you have to make a display. I mean, this is something very subjective here. So some people want very light and small, and I want my phone to be a heavy brick with a lot of features. So there's that. Now, I like the fact that they have OLEDs and obviously 1080p resolution. Now, this I love a lot because I feel Samsung's 1440p is just weird. You don't really see a difference, but just takes electricity. It just makes battery life, worse for no good reason. So I like the fact that they stuck here with 1080p. Now we got an HDR display, True Tone, white color, P3. It's pretty standard stuff. Haptic touch. This is something I actually want to mention here. They have like a special haptic motor in iPhones to make it feel better. As far as I can tell, people say this is the best thing ever, and I'm probably gonna, if someone asks me, I'm gonna quote the fact that a lot of people say it, and it's probably also true. I don't care enough for it, to be honest, but hey, if you care about it, iPhone is good to go, I guess. Contrast ratio, 800 nits, that's actually a really bright phone. You will never use full brightness indoors, that's for damn sure. I like it. Fingerprint resistant allophobic coding, which is nice. Support for display of multiple languages and characters. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Like, what? Now, I already see the first problem here, and this is also why I'm not going to buy it. Or rather, I'm not going to switch to it. It's simply because I cannot live with a phone below 90 hertz. I just can't. I can't. If once you have seen 90 hertz, once you have used 90 hertz, you ain't going back. It's that simple. So to me, it's really laggy, especially as a gamer who is used to 144 hertz on a daily basis. When I see 60 hertz, I can literally see the lagginess. A lot of people can't see it because they're used to their phone. They're not gamers. They just see the phone. It's like, yeah, it's normal. I just see lag, crying, dying inside. So yeah, this is the main reason why. No, also because of the locked operating system. But fuck that. For now, splash water. This is actually something I also want to talk about. Is when it comes to splash water and dust resistance, iPhone's pretty much top when it comes to normal consumer phone. Obviously, it won't outdo something like a Cat S61 or something like that, like these worker phones. But in terms of normal consumer ones, they're doing fine. They're actually not fine. They're doing really great. They're pretty much on top. I've seen people put their phones underwater for a day almost, and nothing happens. The phone still lives somehow. So at least on release or something, it's gotta be great. It's gotta be fantastic. So A14 Bionic chip. Oh god. Okay, so as you can already hear, I'm not happy about this at all. I do not. I hate it. I hate the iPhone 10. I hate the iPhone 11. And I'm probably gonna hate the iPhone 12 for it. They are in certain areas. They are quote unquote the fastest, right? The problem is they are only the fastest for like what 2 minutes. Then they're thermal throttling down to shit level. I don't like it. I never did like it. And I think it's super annoying. I have multiple people who have an iPhone 11 and iPhone 10 asking me, can you tell me why my game is starting really nicely and then goes down to shit over like a relatively short period of time? And I always have to tell them, you know what, if you want to play your game at high frames, you better get an ice bag ready and put it behind your phone. This is basically how it's gonna boil down to. Again, is my assumption. I'm gonna have to look more into it, but I'm gonna assume it because as far as I've seen so far in terms of all these leaks, yeah, it's probably gonna be a thermal mess again. So yeah, Apple isn't exactly known for being able to handle thermals pretty well. Looking at you, MacBook series. And we talk from 2006 to 2020. None of them run fucking cool. Jesus. The camera. Now this one is going to be a mess. Now, I don't know where to start. Okay. Let's start here. Apple iPhone 11 Pro. It was, in terms of hardware, the cameras were pretty laughable. Yeah, they're just mediocre at best. And the software kind of tried to fix them as good as they could. And don't get me wrong, the results were, given the hardware, pretty impressive in some areas. Now, the iPhone 12, yeah, I see 12 megapixel camera system. And I see no specs on the pixel size, so I'm already getting nervous here. Is this going to be an iPhone 11 Pro Max again? Okay, so let me explain. For those who don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So when I talk about a pixel size, I don't talk about the actual image. I'm talking about a quote-unquote pixel on the lens. What this means is how much light can actually go into a pixel. Look at it that way. For instance, if you have a pixel size of, let's say 1 micrometer, you have only half as much light going in as a pixel size of 2 micrometer. So the bigger the pixel size is, the better the performance in low light will be. And we don't talk about low light like in almost dark. We talk about like if it's just indoors and outside it's cloudy. That's already enough to, noise the hell out of a camera with relatively small lenses. Now, relatively small, well, okay, the lens is obviously then smaller, but yeah, pixel size. So Google also uses it, don't get me wrong, and they make it really great. They make really great pictures because they have a very particular way of making pictures. Usually they will take like in 1 second multiple pictures and at different settings and just composite it to a one beautiful, at least as beautiful as it can get a picture. So that's how they do it. And iPhone, or rather Apple, are doing something similar to that. They're not as great as Google, objectively speaking here, if you look at the images. But they're still doing a pretty decent job at it. They're far from being good, though. If I were to show you guys on a 4K screen an image taken from an iPhone 11 Pro and a Huawei P40 Pro Plus, none of you would say that. You would honestly think the image from the iPhone was from a budget phone. That's how drastic the difference is if you watch like a 12/10 megapixel or whatever the size is on, I think it's quad bin, so 40 to 10. So The 10 megapixel image will look much sharper, much more detailed, much better than the 12 megapixel one from the iPhone. And you will actually think it's budget versus expensive. That's how drastic the difference is if you watch on a 4K screen. Now, if you watch it on a phone, well, you don't see much of a difference because the images are just being compressed to a small size, so you kind of having a hard time to see it. But if you actually watch on a monitor, you'll realize the differences really quick. Now, again, they don't mention anything about micrometers. They don't really mention the pixel size, which again, to me, makes me nervous. So this is why I got this thing up. Yay.
The next generation is here. Today is the beginning of a new era for iPhone.
Yeah, shut the fuck
Our
up.
world-class silicon team, A14 Bionic. Bionic also combines with our cameras and powerful software to deliver the new dual camera system of
new dual camera system. Isn't it just, wait, no. Yes, just a wide and the telephoto.
iPhone 12.
Screw you.
It
That's
has the
not new.
ultra-wide camera that people love.
Oh god, no. I don't see a mention of how big the fucking... Where is the... Oh my... This is... Okay, so if a manufacturer doesn't tell you how big the big pixels are, assume garbage. This thing is not going to be great. The moment you have just a little low light, you'll have a fucking noisy mess. God damn it.
And used to take inspiring with an f1.6 aperture, our fastest yet. Light to hit the sensor. Brighter aperture, developed from performance and brighter results. Delivers a 27% improvement in low light performance. Developed our first.
How?
iPhone 12 also has a new wide camera with an f1.6 aperture, our fastest yet. This allows more light to hit the sensor, making every photo better. A lighter your phone and video
experience. We use a cometer.
So guys, you're just choosing between two iPhone 12, even newer.
Uses a highest model 1
I don't like this.
3 or 5G highest together with our image signal processor or ISP 20-degree field of view. And our new wide camera with faster f1.6 aperture and in telephoto camera for range. And more.
All the new system for optical.
Whoa. See, now this is what I like. This is So the wide has a 1.7 micrometer pixel sensor. Okay. Okay, for those who don't know, okay, obviously if I throw the value out, you'll be like, okay, what the hell does that even mean? To give you an idea, the Google Pixel 3 has a pixel sensor, like a 12.2 megapixel sensor with 1.4 micrometer in size. And it has, and the Google Pixel 3 is like what, really old, and the 3A is like $300 or something like that. So it's worse, obviously, but now how much does let's say a Huawei have? Well, it's 2.5. So yeah, for 1.1K dollar phone, I'm not really impressed. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's kind of making me nervous.
Image stabilization, or OIS. It's 47% larger with 1.6 just yet.
Limits with iPhone and 9 technologies. Like the price device will be a
Wait,
12.
what?
Yes.
That's it? Oh no. Okay, so let me okay. Oh no. Okay. I got the okay, so I'm gonna give it to you straight. I believe that the ultra wide will be fucking garbage. So they don't mention the sizes of this thing, and they mention the size of the wide lens. They mention that one, the main camera. That one they actually mentioned the size, how they improved on it and stuff like that. However, they do not mention telephoto or the ultra wide, which means they're gonna be abysmal, both of them. I am. God damn it, Apple! Why are you doing this? Okay, So I absolutely assume the ultra wide will be abysmal, and the telephoto will also be pretty much abysmal. Yeah, it's a little weird. So I don't think this is gonna be good at all. It's gonna be poopy, and this is gonna be poopy. So there's that. 2x optical zoom. Well, switching to the telephoto to optical zoom out. Yeah, switching to ultra wide. You probably will never want to use this. 4x optical zoom range. Well, duh, because of. Wait, what? Digital zoom up to... Okay, yeah, sure, why not? I guess. Why the fuck would you zoom in with it 10 times? No, no, it's not great. This is gonna be unusable. 2.5 times optical zoom in. Wait, what? Do they have different telephoto lens? Oh, they do? What in the fuck? Why? Why would you? Okay, that's just stupid. Okay, so as you can see here, switching to the telephoto is 2x zoom, aka here. Then you got the 2x optical zoom out, which is going to be the ultra wide, which is probably going to be garbage. And it's going to be 5 times. How the hell do you have 5 times? That's 4.5 times. You liars. Digital zoom up to 2. Why would you? I mean, the images are probably going to be unusable at 10 times anyways. Why? You just bump this up just for the sake of saying, you know what? It can go 12 times. Actually, no. Hold on. Oh, God. I just realized. 12. That means it's actually using the telephoto for zooming. Oof. Oof. The zoom is going to be horrible again on the iPhone 12. Okay. Oh, come on, you could at least use the digital zoom on the wide lens. Seriously. Oh, come on. Okay, so let's talk about the good stuff, okay? Night mode portraits enabled by LiDAR. Now, that one is cool. I like it. It's basically just a laser, which, you know, sees the distance of stuff in a room, which I really like. Because, especially in low light, what happens when you want to take video, the zoom can go, the focus can go out of control, so it's not gonna be good usually. But with this new scanner, yay, this is great. I approve this. I actually like it a lot. Portrait mode with advanced bokeh and depth I mean, it's not really a feature. A lot of phones have this, even budget ones. I don't know. Portrait lighting with 6 effects, natural, blah blah blah. It's probably natural's gonna be good. Rest is gonna be like yuck. Dual optical stabilization, wide and telephoto. I like that. Now, I kind of get why. This is probably most important for video. But I do like the fact that it has optical image stabilization. However, I would also like it on an ultra wide. But then again, you probably do not want to film with that anyways. Oh, it's going to be really nightmarish. I find it hilarious they would actually go out of the way, put in a much better wide lens, but keep the ultra wide as garbage as possible. I mean, yeah, they're cheaping out on it, but they show the customers the drastic difference in camera quality. And on a budget phone, they already do it, right? And nobody really cares that much. But this is just, oh, not on a $1,100 phone that actually banks on being, you know, the camera wonder #1 blah. I mean, come on. I don't like it. Sensor shift, optical zoom stabilization. I'm not sure what the differences between those, but we'll see in terms of you know, benchmarks and stuff. 5-element lens ultra wide, 6-element lens telephoto. Oh my god, the ultra wide, it seems worse. Oh god, I'm getting scared. Actually getting scared. I think the ultra wide will be utterly garbage. Brighter true tone flash, I really don't care. I mean, flash on a phone, it usually, I mean, I never really use it. The night mode, etc. The software usually takes care of that way better than a flash does. So, panorama up to, yeah, standard stuff. Sapphire crystal lens cover. Is it sapphire? Now, when I look at jerry rig everything, I think I can remember that they say it's sapphire, but it scratches at glass level, so it's not sapphire. I might be wrong though. I don't. Maybe I remember wrong, but I'm gonna have to check that on Jerry Rig Everything, or you guys can do it as well. 100% focus pixels. I'm not sure what that even means. I guess it focuses on everything at the same time. Night mode, ultra wide. Oh god, I don't. It's not gonna look good on ultra wide. I'm gonna call it. The ultra wide is gonna be really bad. Deep Fusion, Smart HDR, Apple. Okay, this one I also don't like. I mean, come on, Apple, really. Proprietary fucking Apple Pro RAW format. Come on, just use standard stuff so everyone can work with it. Why do you want to make your own? I mean, you want to make people, right? You want to make people work with the video files you make because you bang on the video quality so much, and yet at the same time you make it such a pain in the ass to use Apple stuff because you want to make your own fucking formats. Jesus. Wide color capture, lens correction for ultra wide. You all again standard stuff. I mean, nobody really has an ultra wide lens without correction. That would be really weird. Then you have like some fisheye effect if you don't have it. Advanced red eye correction. Is that really an issue on any phone at this point? Photo geotagging is also pretty standard. Auto image stabilization, it's pretty standard. Even though you have optical, gonna give it to you. Burst mode, image formats captured. Yeah. Pretty good. Video recording, the thing they're actually banking on. HDR video recording with Dolby Vision up to 60 FPS. Okay. So I'm not entirely sure what this actually is. Like, I guess you can make an HDR video then with it. I mean, sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not sure how I feel about all this, because do you really want to take a phone to make a cinematic video or something with it? Isn't that a little weird? I mean, I don't know, man. I really don't know how I should feel about this. I mean, it's cool and all, but I don't know. I also know this cinematic film app on the Android and Apple store, which made the iPhone 7 even look like a video wonder thing, but I don't know. I mean, I guess it's cool. I'm kind of indifferent about this because I don't really know a lot of people who would go out of the way and actually care this much about video recording. And if they do, they have their own camera. I don't know if they would actually, use their phone instead. Especially given how this phone, I mean, the ultra wide, Jesus Christ, it's going to be so bad. To just zoom up to 7 times in okay, it's a little weird. I mean, I guess it's all fine. I mean, it has the HEVC format, which is nice. Has stereo recording, playback. I mean, it's all nice, but I mean, I'm not sure what audio zoom is though. Quick take video. I mean, I guess it's fine, but I don't know how given how the cameras themselves are kind of mediocre given today's standards. I mean, they highlight 1.7 micrometers while Huawei has 2.5, Samsung has like 2.45, Oppo fine, then OnePlus 8 Pro have like also around 2.5, 2.45. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure how to react to this. I guess it's cool, but oh, we got the true depth camera, the face unlock one. Yeah, it doesn't have much specs either. I guess it's fine for whatever, but I mean, making video with this HDR, I absolutely do not see that happening. Like, I mean, it's fine, you can do it, but I have a really hard time finding any situation where you would use an inferior front cam over the better back cam to film anything in HDR. So, yeah, I'm not really sold on all this. Yeah, enabled by all the standard stuff. 5G, which is cool. Different stuff here and there. Digital compass, video calling. Yeah, it's all standard stuff. Does it actually have? No, it does not have. Doesn't this one have a built-in audio deck? No, it doesn't. Or does it? No, it doesn't seem like it has it. That kind of sucks though. So that means you actually have to have an adapter with the actual. Ugh. I don't know. Actually, I've heard a lot of people complain about the sound quality being like very mediocre. So I don't know. Maybe it's better in this one. Stereo speaker, front facing. And then you have a bottom firing one. I guess given the design, they don't really have other choices. Power and battery. Video playback stream. 11 hours Twitch. That's it? Ooh. That's a little weak. Video playback. Oh, so this is for the max and this is for the normal one. Yeah, still 11 hours, 12 hours. That's a little weak. I mean, given today's standards, we have a lot of phones that have around 4,000 to 6,000 milliampere hours. They usually last way longer than this, especially the budget one. If you look at the Samsung M31s, even though I fucking I despise Samsung stock ROM. I mean, given the efficient Snapdragon and the 6,000 milliampere hour battery, it would easily outperform this one. So I don't know. This is just video playback. If you play a game, especially on the A14 chip, it's not gonna be great. And I assume this one does not have a bypass for charging. No, it doesn't say anything of that. So you will be killing your battery in no time if you actually do gaming on these things. Yeah, I'm not sold on this at all. Kind of like the fact that I have MagSafe wireless charging, which, I mean, really, Apple? Who asked for this? Honestly, who asked for this feature? I would like to see it on your MacBooks again, because my MacBook here, my 2015 model, which I had to fix because you couldn't be bothered to cool down the stupid iGPU. I mean, that one is doing fine. It has MagSafe. I love the MagSafe, but what the fuck is this? Why do I have a MagSafe on the phone and on the goddamn Mac? Everyone's asking for it. Apple. All right. Built-in apps, free apps, sure. Dual SIM. Rating for hearing aids. What? Okay, I don't know. It kind of sounds funny. Rating for hearing aids. This is the probability of you getting AIDS because of the shitty speakers. I don't know. Yeah. Apple ID required for some features, internet access, and an iPhone. Wait, what? I don't get a charging brick? Excuse me? What in the fuck? So I get the phone, I got the cable, and some papers, but I don't get the fucking charging brick. Oh my god, why? I pay $1,100 and I'm not entitled to even a cheap charging brick? Are you fucking serious? And still lightning cable. Oh, come on, Apple. Seriously, we all asking you to get USB Type-C so we can go to our friends and lend their fucking charging, but you don't let us because you have your proprietary bullshit cable, which okay. Made of better materials, blah blah blah. Other way. Okay, so that's basically overall. Again, I mean, yeah. Again, I probably will like the screen. Except for the fact that it doesn't have 90 Hz. That's gonna kill it for me in terms of calling it a great screen. But I think in terms of actual beauty, the screen will be great. The screen is probably good looking. I will definitely assume that. I like the build quality of the actual phone, like the case and everything. I will most likely still hate the A14 Bionic chip because it's gonna thermal throttle the entire shit. I would be super happy if they wouldn't do that. But knowing Apple and their track record, I just don't see it happening. It's probably gonna thermal throttle as fuck again. In terms of camera, I like the wide lens. The wide lens is cool. The rest is, yeah, questionable, cheaped out stuff. I'm not sure how much the software is actually going to hide the fact that the ultra wide and telephoto are so much worse than a wide lens. I'm actually interested to see how people will react to that specific one. That is the one I'm most interested in. Seeing how people will react, how much better the wide lens is compared to the other ones. Because if I buy a phone, like here, I bought an Asus ROG 3, yeah. So it has a macro lens, which is 8 megapixels. It has a 64 megapixels Sony IMX 686, and then it has a OmniVision whatever the fuck wide lens. Now, obviously, the difference between my 64 megapixel and the 12 megapixel OmniVision is quite drastic. So the macro one is surprisingly good, though. I mean, that one is still shocking me to this date. But yeah, the difference between the wide and ultra wide lens on my Asus phone is already like this massive that it's actually laughable. That being said, this is a gaming phone. It doesn't focus. The reason this is expensive because of a huge battery and a high performing phone with all this shit combined, right? So there I can actually see, okay, whatever, it's fine. But this phone bangs on being a camera wonder, right? This is one of their selling points. And having one lens like so much better than the other two, it's so budget, it's actually kind of scary. I'm seriously interested because when you have an iPhone 11, all cameras are kind of awful, right? Or painfully mediocre. But here you actually have a really good wide lens, and the rest is just, you know, the standard mediocre crap. I'm so interested to see what Apple's gonna do about this. If they're somehow gonna hide it, or if people are gonna ignore it, or if they're actually gonna call out Apple in this. I assume it's gonna be really obvious, and I'm assuming that people are just gonna take it because, I mean, they took a lot of shit from Apple. I mean, Apple lied about the XDR screen being on par with the Sony. Apple lied about the quote-unquote studio microphone in their fucking laptops, which isn't even better. Like, their microphone is not even better than a cheap-ass condenser mic, let alone a fucking studio microphone. So yeah, and the whole T2 chip, and I mean, Apple consumers allow Apple to do a lot, but I'm kind of interested to see where this is gonna go, because seeing what Google Pixel 5 had to offer, all these features, all these cool stuff, which is probably gonna be software solution, and knowing how much Apple struggle with software, I mean, Apple 11 Pro really had some issues in terms of camera. So the camera quality was, if you watched it on a 4K screen, was rather, it was kind of washed out, then just sharpened. For everyone who used Photoshop knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's basically like you have a relatively low quality image, you try to fix it by blurring it a little bit, and then you just sharpen it. That's kind of the effect you got from the iPhone 11 Pro Max. And then, I mean, I just don't know where Apple's going with this. Oh boy. All right, that's it from me today, guys. I've been rambling enough about this, I guess. I'll definitely look into the iPhone 12 Pro more, specifically into the thermal throttling, because that's the one I'm mostly interested in right now. And obviously a little bit on the camera. I mean, I'm actually going to see how the Apple populace is going to react to this. But yeah, that's it for today. For those who have actually held on for this long, I tip my hat. I tip my hat to you. See you on the next one. Bye bye.